Have you ever wondered what would happen if the world suddenly stopped spinning? It's a thought that, while a bit unnerving, is utterly fascinating. To begin with, let's take a look at the Earth in its current state of motion. It's spinning at a speed of roughly 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. This constant rotation creates a force known as centrifugal force, which pushes everything away from the center of the Earth. It's this force that's responsible for the Earth being an oblate spheroid, or in simpler terms, slightly squashed at the poles and bulging at the equator. Moreover, our planet's rotation plays a crucial role in the gravitational pull we experience. If you've ever wondered why you weigh slightly less at the equator than at the poles, thank the Earth's spin for that. So, what would happen if all this stopped? Let's dive into the consequences. If the Earth were to stop spinning, the immediate effects would be catastrophic. Imagine this: the atmosphere, that's the air around us, doesn't just halt when the Earth does. It keeps moving, creating winds of unimaginable speed. We're talking about winds that could reach supersonic speeds, ripping buildings from their foundations and decimating everything in their path. Now let's talk about the oceans. They too wouldn't just stop, they'd keep moving, creating colossal waves that would spill over continents. We'd see tsunamis like we've never experienced before, drowning cities and reshaping the very land we live on. And as if that's not enough, there's the Earth's magnetic field to consider. This magnetic field, generated by the spinning core of our planet, protects us from harmful solar radiation. If our planet stopped spinning, this protective shield could weaken or disappear altogether, leaving us exposed to the sun's deadly rays. But that's not all. Let's look at the long-term effects. The long-term effects of the world stopping are even more drastic. Let's start with our concept of time. The length of a day, currently 24 hours, would change dramatically. One side of the Earth would be locked in perpetual daylight, while the other would be plunged into endless night. Now imagine the effect on our climate. The side facing the sun would become a desert, scorching under unrelenting heat. The night side, on the contrary, would be a frozen wasteland with temperatures plummeting to unbearable lows. And what about life? Well, it would have to adapt or perish. Species would evolve to survive in these extreme conditions, leading to a complete reshuffling of ecosystems. New creatures would rise, adapted to the endless day or eternal night. In the oceans, currents driven by the Earth's rotation would stop, drastically altering marine life and weather patterns. In short, if the Earth stopped spinning, life as we know it would cease to exist. So we've discovered the chilling consequences of the world coming to a standstill. Let's take a moment to recap. We've explored the immediate aftermath of our planet ceasing to rotate, a scenario that's as fascinating as it is terrifying. Remember, the halt would cause catastrophic winds, oceanic tsunamis, and a drastic shift in climate. Our world as we know it would be reshaped in an instant. We also delved into the long-term consequences, with half the world plunged into eternal darkness and the other half in unending daylight. Life as we know it would cease to exist. The extremes of temperature would be too much for most life forms to withstand. Not to mention the magnetic field, our shield against harmful solar radiation, would weaken, leaving us vulnerable. In conclusion, the world stopping is an intriguing yet daunting prospect. It's safe to say we should all be grateful our planet keeps spinning.